ArchieLuxury jumps on a Boeing jet, leaves behind the family, no regrets. He's got a birthday, I'm your old Shanghai. Eyes are on Mrs. Lai, the reason why. While in Brisbane, the tears roll strong. Chinese whispers called him to Hong Kong. Pack up your bags and off you go. Leave behind the begging for the Luxy show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Archie's chasing dreams in the mystic land. Mrs. Lai brings coffee to his hand. Family's calls echo on the phone. He's miles away, lost but he's not alone. In old Shenzhen's glow, he likes to stray. With Mrs. Lai they bonk till the light of day. Pack up your bags and off you go. He's not showing up to New York, what show? Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Though the tears roll down in Brisbane town, Archie's 3-inch dick flops all around. Celebrations in the neon night, forgetting home he's chasing new Asian delight. Pack up your bags and off you go. Leave the begging for the beach ball show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Weeks later, Archie leaves his playground. Comes back home, he's Brisbane bound. Comes up with stories that he's going bust. Has to fool the punters to gain their trust. Pack up your bags and off you go. Leave the begging for the beach ball show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Archie spent the punter's money, he's in a fix. Spins a story that he can't eat bricks. All the lonely simps believe his scam. Grab all that cash, shove it in his hand. Pack up your bags and off you go. He didn't bother with the New York watch show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Comes on streams, he cries poor again. His mate Tan gives him $5,000, maybe 10. Archie thinks he's a big swing dick, cause the punters fall for his gypsy shtick. Pack up your bags and off you go. Didn't bother with the New York watch show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore.
Hello, it's ArchieLuxury. How are you today, guys? AC3. How you going, guys? Eating a biscuit in the promo. How you guys going? You okay? Are you happy? I want to talk watch collecting. That's right, guys. Watch collecting. What's going on out there? Guys, you know what? Wake the fuck up. It's time to buy more watches, okay? Get your ass. Buy more watches. It's never enough to have one. You got to have a lot of these fucking things, okay? You need to get more watches. Happiness, the meaning of life, it's materialism. I'm wearing a gold Breguet, fuckface. It's materialism. That's the meaning of life. People disappoint. They do. They disappoint you. They're just annoying fucks. Okay? Get some watches. Watches don't upset you or piss you off. They're very good shit. Okay? I just did a paid watch review for a doctor. Doctor, give me the flu. See, good thing about medicine is you can buy the shit that you really want. You can buy the shit you really want. Now, this guy here has got a really nice collection. The only watch I don't really love is his. Look, he's got an Omega. I don't know if it's the Speedy I would have, but you know what? It's on. I like just the classic. I don't like this arty-farty shit. Tudor given to him by his father. It's a plastic Tudor. Fuck, very, very valuable. He's got a Pam, Zenith, Speedy. Okay, the Speedy's not to my taste, but that's okay. The paddock. What a beautiful, 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 unusual regulator paddock. He just got the Explorer 2, had the call from the AD. And the reality is, look, it's an Explorer 2. They're not that valuable, but it's still a nice, it's a very, very usable, amazing bang per buck watch. And if you can get it brand new from the AD, fuck, why not go for it? Why not go for it? I thought it was a beautiful collection. He's asking me, he wants to get for his 50th birthday, and this is something that is it is intriguing for me. Does he get a gold Rolex or a special piece? When I say special, he likes the Vacheron 1921 driver's watch. He likes the, what else was he? 1921 driver's watch. He was looking at maybe a Lange. What? Or do you get yourself a gold Rolex? Speaking of gold Rolex, we got Doc Hollywood. Hello, Doc. How are you?
I am good, Pontiff. How are you?
Doc, it's been a pleasure. You very rarely come on at the start. What's happened? What makes you come on?
I got the weekend off and see that none of the other punters were on yet, so I figured I'd join in until they come on. Help you out a little bit, you know.
Now, this actually is a doc. This is a doctor owns this collection here.
Kind of just starting out with watches, it looks like, right?
No, Doc. Where the fuck? Wash your mouth out. That's the problem. Hypey. So the ones that are horizontal, that's his wife's. A lady's Rolex, Datejust, and a Reverso.
Ooh,
that
nice.
Tudor, plastic Tudor date was a gift from his father when he graduated medicine.
So he gets to keep that forever. That's to be cherished.
The Pam was his first luxury watch he bought with Dr. Money.
Yeah.
He's got a Zenith El Primero, not the shotgun. This is the classic vintage 38.
Yeah, very
In
nice.
my opinion,
very nice.
A little bit small.
It's like a 4-digit Daytona size watch.
As I said, in my
opinion, depends on what you're into. If you're into the vintage or not.
A little bit.
It's not
small, but okay.
It's not that much smaller than. It's not that much smaller than a pre-ceramic sub, you know. How times change. Because we tried him on when we were in Vegas, didn't we? I know I did.
I know, but Doc, what I'm trying to say to you is this is his collection. He's a doctor, right?
Well, the Panerai is huge. So obviously that
No,
makes
I don't think it is. It might be,
small.
I'm not sure. It might be 42. His wife wears it sometimes. What do you think of that arty-farty? That's an Omega Speedmaster with the, I think it's a little bit tacky.
Yeah, it's not really my style. I mean, obviously, I'm very happy with my first Omega in space. That's my style. But this is kind of, you know, it's a specialized group that goes for this dial. You know, not everybody can appreciate it.
Yeah, no. I completely, Doc. I completely.
I agree with you. It's not the worst thing. I mean, you know.
It's an Omega. It's an Omega. It's an acquired taste. That's all I'm saying.
Acquired taste, exactly. It's not.
It's not a bad thing.
And
And then
perhaps
he's got look after that. Sorry, we stalled on the Amiga. Then he's got a Patek Philippe annual calendar regulator.
yes.
Now, when I say regulator, what that means is that it's got a minute hand, but the hour hand is done. Let's just zoom in there.
Yep.
So that's a one-hand watch, a bit like a Meistersinger, you know, the one hand. It's done. The hours is done by the top part here. That's where the hour is indicated, okay?
Yep. There's another brand that's done that famously. I just can't think of which brand it is right now.
I think it's JLC, is it?
I
don't know. Maybe I don't know. Meistersinger does it, but okay, let's not go there. And then the other watch he just got is a black. You know what? I really love the Black Dial Explorer 2. If I was getting an Explorer 2 now that's not as desirable as the white one, but I always like to go against the trend. Does that make sense?
Sure, but it's also very difficult on a watch like this not to go for both, not to go for the polar and also for the black dial.
No, but which one would you prefer, the polar or the black?
I don't know. That's why, I mean, I've got so many watches where I want to have both. So, you know, I've got Daytonas where I want to have both. I've got, even though I've got a Milgauss at 1019 silver, I'd like to pick one up in black as well. So, because it's really a nice watch. Underrated. The 1019 is underrated for sure.
I love the 1019. How do you mean it's underrated? It's they're very collectible.
They're very collectible, but they're not.
Actually, we're talking about vintage Milgauss. Vintage Milgauss.
Yeah.
What is the most desired dial in the 1019s?
I think it's the black because they didn't.
I think it's original unmolested. I think it's original unmolested.
Of course. But I mean, of the original unmolested, I think, you know, black dial 1019 is going to be harder to find. I found it so when I was looking at them.
Yeah.
Because they didn't make as many. They didn't make as many. My understanding is they didn't make as many in the black dial. But it's a great watch. It's a perfect size. It's like, I think it's 38, maybe 39. So it's right in the sweet spot there. It's a little larger than a 36, you know, of its era.
So it's larger than a 1016, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it? What's the size of a? I didn't know. I thought they were 36.
No, they're larger than 36, without a doubt. Because, you know, they had to have the anti-magnetic cage and everything. So they had to make the watch a little bigger for all that, you know. But what it means is you have a contemporary sized watch from the in my
it's
case,
38. The
70s.
1019 is 38 mils, Doc.
Yeah. Well, some sources will say 39. Most will say 38. But it doesn't really matter. 38, 39, that's the sweet spot to me. Because I have a 7-inch wrist, so it's perfect for me. And it's bigger than the 36, just enough. You can tell the difference because I've got a Thunderbird that's a 36.
I find 7 inches is enough for me. I can perform everything that needs to be done with 7 inches.
Yeah, you're already thinking about Mrs. Lai and that trip. When is that? In 2 weeks from now?
Yeah, I'm gonna have fun. You know that?
Hey, if you don't have fun for yourself, no one else will.
Oh, that's very deep, Doc.
I try, but it's true. You know, for the most part. For the most part, if you don't have the fun for yourself, no one else will.
Nobody
and you
will
have to ask, and you have to ask if it's fun for you. Don't leave anybody guessing. Just tell them, hey, this is what I like. This will really turn me on. This is it for me. And, you know, my experience is they usually go, that's all. And I say, that's all. I don't ask for a lot.
You're a good guy, Doc. I love you. You know that?
Well, I try, and I thank you. I think you're a good guy too. Love
And
you
that's
too.
why I let you
Glad you're
share
doing well.
the room. We slept together in the same room.
That was actually
Um,
quite a lot of fun. It should have been much longer than just a weekend, but that's
you
okay.
know what the prices are at that hotel? Fuck me dead,
Oh
Doc.
well,
My God,
we
that's
think
$690 US a night.
we definitely thank Bondage for his generosity. There's no
He is
doubt
a
about that.
very, very,
And
very, very kind man. And
I don't think he intended to be generous towards me, but I'm sure he would be
but
happy to be
I wanted to
generous
share
towards
the
me.
love. Do you understand? I wanted to share it with you
Oh, I
because
understand that. And I think he'd be happy to do that. He seems like, even though somehow I never had a chance to meet him in Vegas, it was always he was someplace else. But he seems like a very much of a nice gentleman.
he is a nice gentleman, Doc.
Yeah.
Doc, what's going on? What do you think of this collection here? I did a paid review on it today. This
You
is
mean what
actually a
is it
doctor.
missing?
No, he wants to add. No. This is the question. Okay, so basically, Doc, he's got a choice. He's coming up to his 50th. This is a work in progress. This is not some hyped collector.
50th birthday?
Yes. Two choices. Does he get a solid gold Rolex? And if so, does he go Oyster Flex or does he go Bracelet? Or does he get something like a Lange or a Vacheron 1921, something special? What do you
I'm
think?
going to say I didn't realize that he was older gentleman turning 50. I thought he was in his 30s.
50's young. What the hell are you talking about, Doc? Fuck
Well, what
me
I
dead. I wish
mean
I was
is
50. I
he
wish I
got
could go back.
he got the tutor. I didn't realize it's a Mercedes hands tuner, which is the better tutor. But he
It's
got
a
the
vintage.
he got a vintage tutor from from when he graduated. So actually, to me, that's the tutor I would want. The tutor sub I would want is this one, definitely, and I would take it over the Black Bay, hands down. Especially because I don't like snowflake hands, but that's a very nice piece. And then, but it seems like he's very conservative in his purchases. He doesn't seem to be jumping out there buying watches he's going to lose money on. So I don't think he's going to want to get anything other than the gold Rolex because I don't think he's going to want to lose a lot of money. That's just my impression looking at everything. Now, maybe he's lost money on that Speedmaster. I admit that. I don't know what would happen if you need to sell it, but hopefully he didn't buy it from the boutique. Hopefully he got it gray. And then, I think a gold Rolex on a bracelet, as Mikey has pointed out several times, and I agree 100%, you can always get it on the bracelets and then swap in the rubber if you really want. But the reverse is almost impossible. Do you know sometimes the bracelets on eBay are as much as the watch? I've seen $10,000 for a gold bracelet, just for the gold oyster
Yeah.
bracelet.
So what would you say then? What would you do? Would you go for a big brand like Lange, Vacheron, or would you go for Rolex? Well, you're a Rolex man, but aren't
Well, I'm a
you?
Rolex man more than anything anyway. Although today I'm wearing my Breguet beater. I'm wearing my Breitling. But
I'm wearing my Breguet Type 21, Doc.
well, I'm wearing my original Type 20. That is the one that
And we
actually
got Mike
beat.
the Snake joining us.
Speaking
Hey,
of,
Mike.
I just
Hi,
quoted
Archie.
Mike the Sneaky. I just
Hey,
quoted
how
you,
you
Mike.
going, man?
Oh, wow. Cool. Hi, Doc.
How's it going? I was referencing your statement that you've made on several occasions. A number of us agree with it, but you make it on several occasions that you want to get it on a bracelet because you can, and then you can always switch over to leather or rubber or anything else like that. The reverse is almost impossible.
Unless it's like an absolute 100% dress watch, in which case a bracelet almost might be out of place. Like in that instance, a leather or other type strap is called for. But for tool watch or sports watches, yeah, you always get the bracelet, and then you have the cheaper, easy options of going the other routes.
Well,
Because,
no, in
like you
Rolex,
say,
those oyster flexes don't fit. No, Rolex has engineered them. Isn't that right, Doc?
I believe that you can get an aftermarket similar to an Oyster Flex that will fit. That is, it's not, you know, because I agree with you from what I've heard, the Rolex one, that they mess around with it, but so it won't fit.
Oh
But
yeah, I mean,
I
there
believe you
might be
can get an
some
aftermarket version that will fit. It'll look just as fine. But ultimately, I guess it depends on what you like. If you don't like wearing a metal bracelet, then you can take your chances. I would do what Mikey says. I would get it on the bracelet because you can. Because if you change your mind and you want the bracelet, it might be $5,000 for the bracelet. It might be $10,000 for the bracelet. You don't know how much they'll charge, and you may not even be able to get the bracelet. I'm still looking for a polished cinder vintage bracelet for my Daytona, and I can't find it. It's just not out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I can buy the entire watch, but
that's the thing. You know, you like if you don't buy it on a bracelet, and let's say you just you jumped and pulled the trigger because it was less because it didn't come on a bracelet, right?
Right.
But then later you decide you do really want it on the bracelet. You might as well just sell it and buy a watch on a bracelet, or you know, because the cost of a bracelet alone, if it's, you know, for real and crispy, is, you know, horrendous.
Actually, even a beat up gold bracelet for 19 millimeter width,
Yeah, I think
which
that's
fits
the
the
money.
Daytona. I've seen those go for $1,000, and they're all beaten up.
Well, as my jeweler tells me, he says everything can be restored.
Right, but if you're
I mean,
talking about
they can
1,000
use
just
they
to
can
get
use
the beat up,
lasers to fill in. You know,
oh
if you
yeah,
got a
it
big
costs money.
big giant scratch, they've got lasers that they can dab in metal, like kind of like almost like TIG welding,
Yep,
if you want.
but it's money.
Oh, of course it is. But he just reminded me of that fact. You know,
And it's a lot more.
That's a big controversy. I must say, he's raised a very good point. Laser welding. How do you feel on it, Doc? Like, what's happening is,
Well, I mean, if you have no choice.
No, but say people build up the edges again. You know what I mean? They say, well, that's been polished down.
Well, what I find is that when it's done for steel, you can't really tell. The ones
No,
that
but
I've
what I'm
seen
asking
done.
you, is that good or bad? How do you feel about it? Like on your Daytonas, would you ever consider building up?
What I do is I get original bracelets that are in good condition for that reason, so I don't have to worry about that.
Just to avoid the whole.
But what I've also noticed is when they try to do that with gold, it never looks right. To me, it always looks like it was repaired when it's gold. So I'd rather get a gold bracelet, especially that's in good condition. But the problem is you have to pay for that. So I just say, you know what, get it with the bracelet, then you don't have to worry about it. If you want to switch over to leather, you can always pop, you know, a leather bracelet on there, a leather band on there, no problem. If you want to get an aftermarket bracelet,
if you decide that you just absolutely love leather and you're never gonna wear this bracelet, then turn around and sell the fucking bracelet. Are you
a leather or pleather fan, Mike?
Oh, leather. Of course, I like leather.
The thing about real leather is that it tends to age well, and you can't really reproduce the look. You can come close, but you can't really reproduce it. So leather is a win.
Hey, can I show you something? It's motoring. You like motoring, don't you? Car talk. Can I show you something for car talk?
We can do that. It's a little early for car talk, but I guess you know, it's
wanted to show you something.
Hard to realize that.
Did you see my Bentley teddy bear? The Bentley teddy bear I've got. It's a Bentley Heritage Bears. Okay. Have a look at this. What do you think of this Bentley Heritage teddy bear?
Oh, that's
He's wearing a cravat. You know what a cravat is? Who the fuck wears a cravat? Can I ask you that? Have you ever worn a cravat?
Is that like an ascot?
Yes,
What is it?
yes, a little bit more formal than an ascot. Yes.
Oh, it's a formal ascot. Okay, well that's why I've never worn one, because it's formal ascot. I only wear the informal ascots. I wear the ascot with the dinner jacket. You'd never wear that with a dinner jacket. At least I
Bentley.
don't think you should. But you know
It's a
the interesting
Bentley
about your
there.
Bentley? Doesn't Bentley team up with Breitling? I'm thinking.
I love
Don't they?
Breitling, don't you?
Yes, well, Breitling was the first on the scene with a Type 20, right? We have to acknowledge that. The Breguet Type
Yes.
20 came after the Breitling Type 20. It's just Breguet got the contract. I don't know why. Maybe the Breitling one didn't hold up to the trauma.
Because Breguet is French. And we love the French. The
Did
French.
they both get
Well,
made? Did the Type 20 get made by both companies?
Type 20
was
was
a
made by
military
several
contract.
companies. Yeah.
Yes.
It was
Oh,
made
okay.
by several
It was-
companies.
So, like, if you get a French-made Breguet with a Type 20 movement, and then is it gonna like interchange with parts-wise with a Swiss-made?
It's
not.
actually the design is the Type 20. It's a Type 20 design. That
It's
is
a
the
design.
syringe hands.
Oh, okay, okay.
The 15-minute counter, which is unusual for one of the subdials. That's part of the whole contract.
Is it for sailing or something?
Pilot.
Oh, pilot. Okay. So I
Air
know
Force.
sailing they use for 15-minute increments. For timing down. I think it's 15.
I think theirs might even be 10. But
Yeah, I think you might be right.
I'm not. I've got a couple of yacht watches, but I don't wear them often. But I just like to point out, because I wasn't aware of it. I thought Breguet was first on the scene, but no, Breitling was first on the scene. They just didn't get the contract, and Breguet did. Then the rest is history. But yeah, the Breitling was 1953, and then the Breguet was 1954. So they were pretty close. And then Breguet wasn't able to actually produce their initial Type 20s. They were overwhelmed, and they actually farmed it out, is what I've read. What do you think about that? But I like it. I like the 54 in the 50s Breguet. Yeah.
I haven't looked at the whole line. Do they have much of a sports line? Do they have
Breguet? That's
Breguet,
their
yeah,
sports watch, as far as I know, unless Archie knows
do
better.
they have
That's their sports watch.
Do they have a Submariner like knockoff? Basically.
Do they have a diver? I don't think they do.
Like
do they
what
have
every
a true diver? What do you think to that, Archie? Do they have a true diver? Because I don't
Who's
think
that? Breguet. Breguet's got the Marine.
Is that a true diver though?
No, Breguet Marine. It's a Marine.
What I mean is like, is it a true diver, or can you go down?
Of course, it's a diver.
But I mean, how far is it rated? How good is the
Deep
waterproofing
enough,
on it?
fuckface. Deep enough.
Can you go down 50? Can you go down 50 feet?
I believe you can go to the toilet and wash your hands with it.
There you go. I don't know. Well, I mean, Mikey's just bringing up a question about whether Breguet actually makes the various sports watches. Obviously they made the chronograph in the Breguet Type 20, but did they make a diver? And I wasn't thinking about the Breguet Marine. Not the hugest fan, I have to admit. Not the hugest fan.
Yeah, I mean,
it's okay.
My point being that, like, the Rolex, it's kind of all dive watches kind of basically in some way it kind of emulate the Rolex.
Well,
the
that's
Rolex.
The one thing about the Breguet Marine. It does not emulate a Rolex.
Yeah, I mean, like you got Blancpain has the 50 fathoms. Boom. Like they're case in point. It's and it's a sweet watch too. Actually, even more money. But it's very Rolex,
We got
the
Roy
Submariner
joining
like.
us. Hey, Roy. Oops, adding Roy. Sorry, apologies. Roy's adding
No
our
problem.
chat. Hey, Roy, how are
What's
you?
cooking, Roy? Are you with the dogs?
Good.
Are you outside?
No, not right now. I was just finished cleaning up around the house here. So
There you go. There you go.
kids had sporting events, so
Can hardly
not
hear
doing
you,
much
Roy.
about
Are
it.
you okay?
I said the kids have sporting events, so that means I'm not doing much this weekend.
Does that have you depressed or under the weather?
Yeah, I haven't felt well for the last 2 weeks, so it is what it is.
Oh,
You're
that sucks.
sedated and normally we hear you quite loudly, whereas today it's a little understated.
Yeah, well, for whatever. I will say I'm on my tablet, not my phone, so that might be part of the factor there.
But the sound quality is excellent.
Yes.
Yeah, I will say these like JVC earbuds that I got for like $30 whole, they're wonderful.
I've never gone to the earbuds. I just don't like the radiation in my head.
There's nothing going on in my head that matters anymore, so I'm good.
Yeah. I'm an old I vintage. I'm a vintage guy, so I'm also vintage with my phone. I've got an old iPhone SE that certain people give me the business about that. You need to get something new, like a 16 or whatever the heck it is.
Well, at least you don't have a jitterbug. You haven't gone that route.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like the old people phone that doesn't like do anything other than is a cell phone.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's like flip phones. Yeah.
Yes.
The,
One thing I can't believe you don't like the Marine. I
well,
could see like I don't like the current version of it, but man, I really like some of the previous versions of the Marine.
maybe
Yeah,
I'm
the Marine
only
is
familiar
amazing.
with the current version.
I totally agree with you there. I think the Marine is absolutely
The Marine,
amazing shit.
it looks like a dress watch to me.
Well,
Am
I
I
would
The
say
wrong?
Marine,
older
well,
ones.
it is Breguet. Breguet is look. All Breguets are all analog watches are dress watches these days, Doc.
I understand the sentiment, but if you look at a Submariner, does that really look like a dress watch or does it look like a sports
James
watch?
Bond, James Bond, James
So,
Bond.
to me, the Breguet Marine
James Bond.
does not look like a sports watch. It looks like a
So
dress watch.
It's a rich person's watch.
Exactly.
People
That's what
also-
it looks like.
Rich
It looks
people
like
use toilets, masturbate, and also
but it looks like it's trying to be a fancy schmancy watch, if you want to think of
I
it
feel
that
like
way.
that is definitely true of the previous generation. I feel like the current generation is less so. That's less true of this current generation.
Now, I will say, if you think vintage, there have been some vintage Breguet divers that I thought were pretty cool, but
Yeah.
they didn't
What
look
about
at
the
all like
Royal
a
Alarm?
dress watch. Which one?
The Royal Alarm.
Royal Alarm. Wow, I have to
It's
look that up.
gigantic, but it's cool.
Um,
It's got a little bit of that like mid 2000s vibe to it in its sizing, but it's a dive alarm.
For me, I have to go back to say some of the Breguets from the 60s that were dive watches.
Gotcha.
Actually looked.
but then you're looking at like
But you'd
I mean,
never be able to wear it.
But yeah, that is definitely
yeah,
a dress
'cause
watch
of
'cause
the-
you wouldn't
the-
want to.
yeah, the maintenance costs, they're like totally, if they haven't been serviced, they're due. And
I don't know that Breguets
you have
were
to factor that in.
I don't think Breguets were ever rugged like Rolex. So I don't think you could like I've purchased enough vintage Rolex from the 60s to know that they were all made rugged, all of them.
Yeah, I mean the only two
Well,
watches.
the other
I
thing
have
is the ones that weren't make rugged hadn't survived the test of time, have they?
Correct, but I mean like
Yeah.
the first foray into this expensive vintage thing was the.
And we got CB in the crowd. CB, hey man, how are you, CB? Lovely to have you on board.
What does that mean? What is the SC assassin? What is SC? Am I oblivious to the
CB.
No, but this comment, a wrong comment. Shoot. It's moving so quickly. It's hard. But what does that mean? The SC assassin. What is that?
No ideas.
I like it. I just don't know what it is.
Hey, no ideas.
I'll take it. Now I lost my train of thought. Saw that. Yeah. But anyway, I'm not really a big Breguet guy, no. Somebody said earlier, no, I'm not really a Breguet guy. I almost went for the Type 20 Breguet.
As you've shared a bed with me, Doc, I would say you are a Breguet man.
I'm looking at the Marine
You're gonna make
Royale right now.
Yeah.
A gold Breguet pre-owned Marine Royale, and hey, they do a solid job of making a solid diver's watch right there.
He says that
That thing is crazy in person. It's like you know where the
super
money was
chat
at.
from CBB.
Amazing.
Super chat from CCBB, CCCC, CBC.
See, Senor
CB,
CB.
We love the super chats. $5 first super chat for the night. Archie, I'm in New York incognito. Hey, do you want to catch up with fella? Oh, he's in Miami.
Have you met up with CB before?
No,
was he
I
in New
never
York
met him.
when you were there?
He's a lovely. CB is amazing.
He's got an incredible, somewhat eclectic collection himself. I mean, he's got some.
Oh, he loves the independents.
Heavy hitting pieces.
He's a lovely guy.
Who are you talking about?
Who are you talking about?
What are you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about, Willis?
They lived in New York too.
Who is it that has the eclectic watches?
CB, our friend
Oh,
CB.
CB. Okay, thank you. I didn't catch that part in the beginning.
I was going to leave,
seat.
but I'm getting so much stream hate. I guess I have to stay. I was only going to come in until the other guys showed up, but they're giving me so much hate. I have to just stick around now.
Are all the Breguet punters?
I guess they're Breguet lovers, and yeah, they're getting mad that I don't like Breguet.
Gotcha.
It's terrible.
Is there one watch from Breguet that you'd like? You wear that you like?
I almost bought a late 50s Breguet Type 20. It was going to cost me just under 20,000, and I thought, this is just crazy. Why am I doing this? It's 20,000 for a 50s Breguet.
Was it the Lamania in the original Type 20, or was it a different movement?
You know, I don't even remember the movement. I just remember that it was out.
They used the Valjoux movement. They used the Valjoux movement.
Valjoux. Okay.
I mean, so you can't say
as did Patek and Rolex. As did Patek and Rolex. Rolex.
Really, Rolex used other brands
in the 4-digit Daytona before they moved to the Zenith movement in the second generation Daytona.
Yeah, they didn't.
And then it was in-house after that.
Movements until what was it, 2000 or 2001 was the in-house.
Correct, because the Zenith came in 1988 or 1989.
Yeah.
Before that, they had the valve. So.
I'm blown away.
They weren't Rolex movement until this century.
You mean you're talking like
we have a super chat?
All the movements, like the Submariner and the Polar Express, and every movement they make is.
Let me see if I can help. You want to read it, Archie?
Archie. Here we go. We got a super chat. Thank you so much for your
CV.
support. CB, $5. Archie and I have a WhatsApp relationship. Yeah, I love talking to CB. He's a great guy. I love him to death.
I'd like to
Really
see his
kind
entire
guy.
collection one day.
He
I
doesn't
would
blow
love to see-
smoke up my ass. He tells me the truth.
That's true.
He doesn't blow
Well,
smoke up my asshole. That's for
tells
sure. I
everybody
can.
the truth.
Yeah, he's
But I'd love
very
to see his
honest.
entire collection. Yeah.
He's a
Now,
very
Rolex has
nice
a
guy.
weird-
I got to tell you, he's one of the kindest guys I've ever met. Very generous, very kind, really nice guy,
Well,
and also very brutally honest. Not that I actually appreciate his honesty at times. I've been a little bit cheesed off at times, but hey, he is very, 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 very cool guy. We got another super chat. CB, $5. Went to Tiffany, 7 floors to see what PP they had, and had several, but all less. Of course, New York City, one of the wealthiest cities on planet Earth. Yeah, nothing is really going to be that
As late
fantastic.
as
do have to go to the-
2014, Tiffany's in San Francisco had 5711s and Aquanauts in the case.
Yeah, you have to go to the smaller cities to get some good deals.
Although if you want, it's a Tiffany Patek. It's in this country. It's New York or San Francisco. Otherwise, you got to be Paris and London are the other ones. So it's only a few locations around the world.
Well, realistically, your chances are limited.
So,
But that's okay. You can try for it, you know. I still
Yeah.
haven't seen the latest updated Daytona. I still haven't seen one. Every time I go to any of the boutiques, they do not have one even on display.
well, you'll never. I mean, I've never seen a Daytona on display at any large Rolex boutique, whether it's here, whether it's in the Caribbean, whether it's in Europe. I've never seen a Daytona on display.
I've seen the old ones, but not the update one with the slightly thinner subdial registers and the metal rim around the bezel on the. That's the updated. I haven't seen that yet.
I was
Love
in
to see it.
Capri when they released that, along with the other watches, and announced them, and they had some of the most recent color variations and stuff at the boutique in Capri, but they definitely did not have the Daytona.
I think it's a nice touch, nod to the original 4-digit Daytonas, and I'd love to see one.
Patek had the 5811 at the boutique in Capri right when that came out. I was shocked to see that.
I got to
Sounds
tell you
like a fun
something with
place.
the. I got to say something. It is a very important thing you got to realize with a lot of these watches here. You want to make sure you've done your homework. Like, the market is very difficult now, and even Doc, you've.
Oh yeah, you really saved me some money. Almost bought
Exactly.
a 4-digit in Japan, and that would have been a disaster.
Yeah. It's look.
Two months later, I had a perfect version at my own watch.
But I got to say to you, you got to buy watches that make you happy. They're an inspiration for you to have fun. You understand? They are very inspiring. Okay.
Some days when it's raining, I just pull out some of the watches and wind them up, and it makes me feel better.
Mm-hmm.
On a rainy day, you know.
I know the feeling totally, but those aren't the times for me right now. but I've totally been there, and it's a great place to be.
Legend
Just-
of the
just
evening.
Need more money.
CB with another super chat.
Thank you so much, CB. You are the hero of the day. $5. Doc, I don't like to see collections in groups larger than 3.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like CB goes for a theme with his purchases. Because I've never done a theme. I just buy the watches I like, and then people may not like the fact that I've got, too many subs or too many Daytonas, but it's because I buy the ones I like.
We've fallen into Archie's kind of way of thinking towards it all.
And especially in my case, since I'm getting vintage pieces most of the time, it's a matter of if a watch comes across my way that's in great condition and it's like I can't pass it up, and then, okay, I'll buy it.
Yeah,
then I
I
feel
was
good.
looking. There's a Tiffany and Company large square, rectangle men's watch. Looks like a big tank. I think they want $3,000.
The funny thing about
Locally.
Tiffany is they're a bit like Boucher. They had some they had watches. Remember Tiffany used to sell watches, Doc?
Absolutely. I mean,
and they were kind of they're not wanted in the watch. Women, you could tell when a woman has bought you something when she's got something that you fucking can't stand. You know what I'm saying?
well, it sounds like what you're saying is that the typical woman isn't as into watches as guys, and so they'll just get something that's kind of lesser expensive and looks flashy, and it's a boutique watch, but they think it's it's better than that.
Well, I
Rolex,
mean, it's
that
not
old
shit.
Rolex you're
Don't get
wearing.
me wrong; they're not garbage.
No, they're just
but
boutique. They tend to be more boutique watches.
Yeah.
And most guys don't want that, but the women would want it. That's why they get one, because it's what they like.
Yes.
But I say if they're trying to be generous, if they're truly trying to be generous, then you're a lucky man.
Yes. No, you're right, Doc. You are very, very right there. It's I would you got to be a little bit careful, Doc. You understand, don't you?
I'll tell you something personal.
Yes.
With my ex, I was she said that I was really good at gift giving. So at Christmas and anniversaries, I'd come up with some great gifts for her.
Then if you were such a fucking great gift giver, why the fuck did she leave?
Exactly.
But
the thing is, you want to know the best gift I got from her?
Yes, please.
The most valuable gift I got from her was a I don't know what it's called. I guess it's like a shag bathrobe. It's like it's one of those. It is very nice and warm and thick bathrobe, but I'm like, really? It's almost like, it's not quite like buying your wife a vacuum cleaner for her anniversary, but it's kind of approaching that.
Oh fuck. But Doc,
don't you think? I mean, unless I was walking around saying, boy, I really need a bathrobe. And then she gets me this nice bathrobe. I get it. But I have plenty of bathrobes. I'm not a bathrobe collector. So it's not.
You
really
but bathrobes, that's not a bad gift, Doc.
Well, it was more like a surprise, like, okay, I didn't even know I needed this. But I have to admit, I do wear it even now.
Oh, shit.
Because it's warm. So I do wear it. I do use it.
Yeah. Fuck.
And it's basic black, so it is a good color. It's not going to go out of style. Most of the time, it's either white or black. So.
I have this fleece sweater that my ex gave me, and I literally hate her guts. Right, I have a lot of pent up anger and
Yeah,
towards
I can
this
see
bitch.
that, mate.
Oh,
But
Why do
wait a
you
you know
minute.
feel
what?
so
I'm
angry there, Doc?
ready
You're
for
a
a therapy
fucking such a
session, and
cool
we can
guy.
help.
You're a
The one thing she got right was the 2 or 3 gifts she gave me. One was that fleece zip up sweater. I still wear it to this day. Um, dumb bitch.
Oh, CV's hurting me. CV's, come on, man. It's a super
CB
chat,
Doc.
so-
We got a
It's
super chat
so
here.
it's-
CB $5. Doc, she was tired of watching you walking around in the BVDs. What's BVDs?
It's like
Those are
it's
tidy
like
whities
shorts.
underwear.
Although I think
Okay.
they make BVD boxers
Boxers.
as well, because I don't wear briefs.
Yeah, but I mean, when you say BVDs, I think they kind of just mean like when you say Nike, you know, it just you envision a shoe, and when you see BVDs, they just you envision tidy whities.
And I'll give a freebie to Forbin, and I'll say thank you. All right.
Hey Archie, I found the Type 20 you need. I put it in the private chat. Can you pull that up on stream?
Yes,
It's
sir.
a watch. It's a watch. We're back to watch talk, where we belong.
I was just scrolling through Proto on Breguet, and I saw this guy. I haven't seen one of these in a long time.
What can Arch look? What can I get a sub date for right now? Like new old stock
Hey, you know
or
what? You know
brand
what
new?
I'd do? There's only one place I would go.
I think I know where it's going to be.
Oh,
Is
I
it going
think
to
I know
be
too.
David SW? Is it going to be David
Yeah,
SW?
David
Is it going to be
SW.
David SW?
Yeah, I'll look them up right now on my phone. I'm
what I
this
would do.
close. I am this close. I'll show you. This
Although
close to
Mike's
getting
done
a
a good,
sub
but you've also had a
sub
nice
date.
experience with the place in Texas. You've got the
Uh,
dirt for.
David SW.
oh yeah, no,
one.
I can check with them as
They,
well.
look, they're both good. Look, they're both good. Okay, they're both
Those
good.
guys were great, man.
But I mean,
they handled a situation that was kind of weird, but it was during COVID and everybody was acting weird, and you know anything that they were great.
but I think it's
They
worth
bent
checking
over.
both of them to see what they have.
Absolutely, I think they're for sure.
Archie, super chat.
Here we go. Super chat, super chat, super chat. We got a super chat here from CB. $5. Arch. They were the one where your balls were falling out because the elastic was working till you washed them first time. Thank you, CB. Thank you, CB. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, that's an amazing watch. Oh my God. That's platinum. Did you know that? It's platinum. That is a
Yeah, when
gorgeous
was the
watch.
last time
I'm
you
just
You have
saw
to
one of
show
these?
it to
They didn't make
everybody.
many of them.
You have to show it to everybody.
Does anybody remember what the original run was on these? Because I know they didn't make a lot.
look at that. Platinum Type 20. Absolutely fucking amazing. Amazing. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That is gorgeous. Come on, you got to tell me that's gorgeous.
No, I love it. It's absolutely fantastic.
It reminds me
Looks
of
really
the
sharp
original.
too, like well taken care of.
Your friend is in the back.
My friend is in the back. We've got, yes, we do. We got
He's
our
up
good friend.
brick
How are
wall
you?
this time.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Hey, not bad. What do you think of this platinum
It's a
Watch.
nice watch. That's about the price. It's about the price for a new Daytona or a Patek on the American market.
Hmm.
No,
I think I like the Breguets with the.
I have a question for everybody.
hands.
A thing about dive watches. What would 007, if they was to redo a Bond film today in this year, and they're talking about, what would 007 wear?
He'd have to wear Breguet. He'd wear a fucking Breguet. Can I? Now the problem is this with 007.
I thought they agreed to wear an Omega, and then they agreed to put 007 on the dial.
What's wrong with Breitling? What's wrong with Breitling?
I guess they didn't get the contract.
Nothing's wrong with Breitling. Is great stuff. What's wrong with Breitling?
Well, would he wear a stainless steel case for a titanium?
Is that the real Suckerhorn backstage? Is it the real Suckerhorn?
I don't know. We'll just try. Hello, who's this? Hello? No, that's not.
I don't think that was the real Suckerhorn.
No, I don't think it was either.
Well, I mean, what would he wear, really?
You know what? What car would he drive? Tell me that. Would he drive an Aston Martin?
No, he can't. He can't. That's over. He can't. He can't.
He can't.
Because,
Why not?
No. Because,
Why not?
No, because now that's all out. He has to have a suit made by Canali, and he has to drive something. So it would probably be a black Bentley, because he couldn't drive the Aston anymore. That's over. So
Why is
probably
the Aston over?
it's over because look, it's what made Bond, but look, it's a different So and you're almost in a different decade.
Would he wear Rolex? Would he wear Rolex?
No, he wouldn't wear Rolex. No, he would
Didn't-
probably wear a solid gold Breitling.
Oh, he wouldn't wear solid gold. He wouldn't wear solid gold.
Yeah, he would, because
wouldn't.
it's this be the new year that he's come out of retirement, and then he's got a new look. They got to have a new guy, so they go look, and then he's got to have his suit made by Canali now. He can't wear Brioni anymore. And that's
Why
how
can't he wear What's wrong with Brioni? Brioni makes good stuff.
they do make good stuff. We used to sell it at Harry. I love the ties, but that's what Trump wears.
Why is
No,
Brioni so
you guys are
expensive?
missing the point.
Because
James Bond has never worn a gold watch.
what if he's taller? What if he's more muscular built? You know.
Actually, you get shorter as you get older.
But what if
It's
he's
Hollywood
not
in the
older? Maybe he's
2020s. The next
younger.
James Bond will be a
Maybe
chick,
he's
just
under
wait.
30.
That's
Maybe
right. They're
he's-
making it a chick anyway, so get woke already.
Well, I won't. maybe.
And
Maybe
if you don't like it, you're
and-
you're a
Hey,
misogynist.
I got an idea. Archie be the new him.
In fact, not only is it going to be a chick, my understanding
Archie,
is it
would you be the new Mansory? Would you be the new Mansory for MI6
No,
007?
I
Would
tell you
be
what, I
him?
would.
Would
I
you
would.
be the
I would
boss
love
man?
to. It's everybody's dream to play James Bond, don't you think? I'd have Higgy as my advisor. Higgy would be my advisor.
But you would be the head boss of the Prime Minister government.
Look, well, that's the thing. I would like to be Q, M.
Yeah, him. You want to be him, yeah. So I could see it now, Archie. I could. You got that
Thank
big
you.
wood desk, and you got the fancy office. You got the fancy wingback chair.
I think
You
of
got
you
the-
as a Benny
the
Hill
fountain
kind
pen.
of double rather than a John Cleese double, but
He's
God.
got
certainly that
the
kind of
solid
character
black
you could
screen
pull
out
off.
and he breathes
Did you see
out.
that Peter Sellers movie, Casino Royale? Did you ever
Yeah,
see that?
I saw that.
What did you think of that? What that was a spoof on it, wasn't it? What was
Yeah, it
that?
was.
Woody
yeah, you're
Allen,
right.
wasn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, kind of a.
And
I don't think it was
Goofy
that
thing.
great. Did you like it?
no. I didn't
wasn't
really
that-
like it. No,
It didn't really
they-
capture the essence of it. What do you think?
no, it didn't.
They
No.
swung and they
No, I
missed.
didn't
They
at all.
came close,
It's
but
like
they didn't
this.
quite get it.
I think you could pull the character off. You're right at the age where you could start out as M. You talk to MGM, a producer at MGM, they put you in. and say
Yeah.
you would be the best character. You drive the Bentley, and you're
Yeah.
the new head of MI6, and you dress in all black English tailored suits, and you be the boss. You got the big desk, you got the big wingback chair, the open bar over there in the corner. Think about it.
Is Mike the Snake still here?
Yeah.
I could see it. I could see it. I think you have a career in film.
Jimmy sent a nice
Archie.
message to you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We're
saw
kind
that
of
already.
having a side discussion over here about Formula One, and then he made a comment.
You guys
about
have become
watches.
friends after
Yeah,
rough start.
we're buddies now. We're buddies.
After a
Yeah.
rough start.
You that's so funny.
You killed him with kindness.
Yep, exactly. You know, I found his weak spot and drove it home, literally with Formula One. Yeah, I'm such a huge fan of Formula One. Like now, the year has actually begun officially because it's a Formula One weekend, and so it's in Australia. It's
Yes, that's right.
yeah, and so it's on at an unusual time because it's on all over the world. Abu Dhabi, Dubai, you know, fucking everywhere, Europe, and so most of the times they're on at 3 in the morning. I watch them live because that's just been my thing
What
forever.
if the new Bond drove a black Lamborghini?
What's that?
Well, I think but the thing is, can I ask you something more
It's gotta be
sacrilege
an
than
Aston
that?
Martin.
What about if it
Gotta
was a
be an Aston
fucking
Martin.
SUV, an SUV Aston
Oh.
In fact,
or an
an
SUV
electric
Ferrari
SUV
or an
goes up in an
SUV? What do you
electric.
think of that
Yeah.
idea?
I would stop watching Bond films.
Archie.
Yeah.
Super chat. Patel Philippe, $5. Terry, have you heard of Archie's latest row with the CEO of Glasshütte Original?
Yes.
Archie, what differentiates a Breguet man from a GO man? That's Glasshütte.
Don't blame
Orig-
Glasshütte because essentially it's not worth it. There's people who tried to trade Audemars before for Glasshütte, and they would not give them nowhere near the face value of the Audemars or the Glasshütte. Glasshütte very highly underrated. So
I feel the same way. I'm a big fan of Glasshütte Original.
Yeah.
No, but did you know about my fight? I had a fight. That's not what you're not answering it. I had
you
a
had a
big
fight.
fight with
you had
them.
a fight with the CEO of Breguet.
No.
Yeah. I remember. I think I heard the other day you ranting on about Geo saying something about saying they were terrible or something, and so
Terrible.
did that invoke a response, Archie?
I think you're missing the point, Mike.
Okay, I am then. Whew. What?
You're missing the point. We'll get Tan to explain it in a super chat.
Yeah, it went
Very
like right
briefly.
over my head. Right over my head. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, man.
That's okay. It's okay.
I was always told that Breitling gave the best customer service. I was always told that Breitling gave the best customer service.
Huh.
Well, they might because they're somewhat the underdog, say, compared to some of the others, so they may make up for things with that sort of service.
I really enjoyed my 40mm Sea Dwellers. The 40mm subs I have had. As I'm looking at it now, I have this permanent dimple dug into my hand from the crown from wearing subs for a long time, and then
That's called Rolex wrist. That's called Rolex wrist.
Is it? Well, when I got the Sea Dweller for just 40mm, just a dead ringer for a sub, basically. but it's got a more round bottom, and it lifted a little bit higher off your wrist, and I didn't have that issue. And I was thinking, instead of getting a 41 sub, why not just go back and get a nice pre-ceramic 40 millimeter sea dweller?
I would say with Rolex, their bands are almost like tailored fit.
I can't hear shit. Your audio's fucking.
Sorry. I will say with Rolex, their stainless steel bands are almost like tailored fit, you know. And
they're bracelets.
yeah.
Archie, I
Oh,
just
yeah.
posted a
Because
Breguet unique piece. That's a Type 20.
Yeah.
It's a little bit nicer than the one that you're looking at in platinum.
They even if you had an original flip lock Rolex bracelet
In the private jet.
it was almost
I
like
got it.
spot
I got
on
it.
tailored fit, you know.
Because it's a
I love the
more of a
two
complete
red-
reissue.
Yeah,
If
and
you
what's that? Is
notice,
that
it's got-
platinum or steel? What is that?
Steel.
I think it was in steel, and very limited.
This is for the watches
Edition.
and one. Well, it was the only watch. Only did one of the. That's beautiful, Doc.
But I mean, this is their history. This is going back to their bread and butter. If you look at a 50s Breguet Type 20, it has a lot of this vibe to it, especially the thinner bezel.
Yes.
I mean, in the original Type 20 Breguet had a much thinner bezel, as did the Breitling.
Hey, speaking of Breitling, can I mention something to our good friend here? Harry, what's his name? Mr. Peter Bean. What's your real name? Tom, isn't it? What is it? I can't remember.
Who are we talking about?
Terry. It's Terry. Just
Oh,
put your
Terry.
name. I'm gonna put
forget
it
what
Terry.
Terry
I get confused. Terry, I like Terry there. Terry, I've changed it. Terry,
Isn't it
did you
Boston
see my
Terry?
Bentley teddy bear. Look at this, Terry. It's a Bentley teddy bear. You want to see it? This is an official Bentley merchandise, limited edition Bentley Heritage Bear.
Oh, neat. Yeah. How do you get
Bentley
that?
from a Bentley dealer.
That's pretty cool. That would be
I've
like
never
the
seen
finishing touch. That would
I've
be the
never seen
finishing
that.
touch if you did own a Bentley. You
I
know,
remember.
Could I put that in a BMW? Could I put that in a BMW?
No, you can't.
no.
Why is that?
Well,
Because one company is Bavarian and the other one's English, so you couldn't do that.
I did go into a ladyboy bar once because I just wanted to see what it was like. Cost about 2,000 baht. There was nothing nasty or vicious. Quite well mannered. Chance to feel the breasts. Wanted to see what it was like. And also, I'll show you something else I got. This is a silver Seraph brochure.
Now, is that from the original?
I bought it on eBay.
I wasn't sure. That looked like a silver Wraith car. A Wraith.
I had another one. Just hang on. Buy the fucking Rolex. Buy the fucking Rolex. Get a bloody Rolex. Rolex. I mean, seriously, you've got to buy the fucking Rolex. Rolex. Buy the fucking Rolex. Rolex.
Rolex.
So
Yeah.
basically, what happened, Terry? Patel, Philippe, $5. Terry, do you feel Archie used proper terminology with the CEO of Glasshütte when he said Kelso pumped and dumped the sea dog like a ladyboy?
Yes,
So basically,
yes, I do.
I made a video where I got stuck into Glasshütte because they treated Kessler, which the threading on his crown came off and they wouldn't do it under warranty. They basically told him to go fuck himself. So I made a video. And then the CEO contacted me and said he wants to talk to me. What the
A lot of
CEO
people-
said, I will share it with you. I will share it with you just so you can have some full, total transparency. Okay. I will share it with you so you can have some total transparency. Right.
A lot of
I will
people
share
don't
this
like
with
this.
you
They really
for
don't.
total transparency. They basically
I
said
heard
to
in the
me,
last 4 years with shoot, it's cut rate
okay, they said, dear
Going
ArchieLuxury, this is what they
cost
said.
inflation
Listen to me.
for a
Just
German
listen to
watch.
me for a minute. I'm going to tell you what they said. You're missing the point. Okay, let me read this to you. This is what they said to me. Dear ArchieLuxury, our CEO, a watchmaker himself, has become aware of your YouTube video. We can absolutely understand your displeasure about the way your friend has been treated, although not the tone that was used in the video. We would therefore like to politely request a clarifying conversation to discuss the matter and resolve it. We look forward to your feedback and send our best regards. Glasshütte. Now, I immediately replied to them. This is what you me to read what I said? Yes or no?
Yes, please.
Sure.
I said,
Yes.
Dear Ms. Mueller, thank you for your kind email. I am flattered that the CEO has the time to view one of my videos. I am a proud Breguet man. I own 3 rose gold Breguet watches. These are the 7057, 7147, and 3810 Type 21. Whilst my approach may be brash for Glasshütte standards, you need to appreciate that I'm a Breguet man. Breguet men do not accept bullshit and petty lies. Breguet men are famous for getting to the point swiftly and promptly, just like my heroes, Sir Winston Churchill, Napoleon Bonaparte, and Arthur Rubinstein. Glasshütte original men are happy to accept your pathetic explanation and leave it buried, sleeping dogs. Breguet men do not operate on the same standards. Breguet men fight to the death. I will not be silenced by Glasshütte men who are angry with the horrible truth. The tone is the reason why Glasshütte is the sleeping dog of brands. Please email me a suitable time to call and arrange a call with your CEO. I'm happy to speak to your CEO and explain a few facts of life. I will also
Can I
in
be
Geneva
honest with you?
I'll also be in Geneva for Watches and Wonder. I would be available to meet your CEO. Kind regards, ArchieLuxury, proud Breguet owner, and I've listed all the references. I gotta tell you, Glasshütte behaved like a bunch of fucking cunts. They flinched and said, "No, we can't just replace the crown. The integrity of the watch is therefore void. We want to do a service." And that's it. See, they're a bunch of fucking money-hungry cunts. And I want to call Glasshütte out. What a bunch of fucking cunts! Bunch of cunts!
Well, to be totally honest, and I'm not saying anything to offend that piece. Honestly, I've only seen that watch maybe 4 times. It looks kind of like an ordinary watch. I know the brand as a Glasshütte. It looks just like any other of those Swiss fiber out there with a PA2824 in it, to be honest. It really does. However, I guess what sets it apart is that the brand name, and when people see the name, but it's
Nothing
you know,
special about the brand name. Let me tell you that. There's nothing special about Glasshütte.
So
Okay?
you don't put the super high end top of the line glass shoots in the same
No, they're not. They're
category
not.
as
They're not in the price point. They're not in that price point. You know that, Mikey.
re-
Come on, Mike.
the-
You know that.
all right, okay. Thought they had some, super. When I see higher than my
You're
price
lost,
point, I
Mikey.
pretty
They're
much don't.
mid-tier. They're a mid-tier brand, Mike.
movement in house.
Mid-tier.
Do
They're a
they
mid-tier
make a
brand.
tourbillon? Yeah, I mean,
Mikey, they're a
Breguet
mid-tier
invented the
brand,
tourbillon.
Mike. They're mid-tier.
Okay,
They're mid-tier.
all right. Thank you, Archie.
But they do make their movement in house, though. Are they an in-house movement maker?
But that doesn't look. What I'm saying to you is they're just I don't even know what I'm trying to explain to you guys. Okay, you got to work with me, not against me. Okay.
Personally, I wouldn't buy it. I'm not saying it to offend anybody.
No, but I'm
I
trying to get Kesslowitz his money back because they charged him for the Crown came out. You understand?
Right. Well, then, is he able? If they're refusing to refund him any money, why is it he can't take legal action of some kind?
Because he's a
it's
fucking
because-
pussy. He's not
No.
a Breguet man. He's not a
They're
Breguet
just-
man. He's a fucking pussy.
They're
He
just
needs
telling.
a fucking set of balls. Yeah, I've been telling him all along.
Okay. So, is the watch under warranty, or is the warranty long gone?
It's slightly out of warranty.
Yeah, therein lies the
What
issue.
would another watchmaker in another city, like, if he sent it to another watchmaker, what would they charge
I'm
for
just telling you, okay?
like if he sent it to one in Paris, what would they charge him?
Look, it's irrelevant. What I'm trying to say to you is they should have honored it. The threading came off. You know, the threading, right? That's not something that should just
No.
come off.
No, it shouldn't. No, it's just like, well, here's the thing. I don't know if you knew this about the Germans. Mont Blanc, years ago, you go back to the 70s and 60s, they had excellent customer service, and they did. When the new CEO of the board took over Mont Blanc in 2000 beyond, the service got shittier because you couldn't send the pens in anymore and all that. Like, the
Hey,
fountain
guess
pens,
what? You
but-
want to talk about pens? I got a Dunhill. Look at a Dunhill fountain pen.
I don't have a Dunhill.
What do you think of
What are you
that?
asking for it, Archie?
I'm not selling. I just bought it.
You bought it? Okay.
I love it. Don't you love it? It's very quiche. Don't
I
you think
do.
it's quiche?
I've never owned anything Dunhill. I never
Yeah.
have. So,
I'll be back in one moment.
okay.
Oh, we got a super chat. 1 minute. Let's get the super
Okay.
chats.
Okay.
We got a super chat here. Patel Philippe, $5. Name me 3 alternative German brands to buy instead of Glasshütte, and Terry to say if they are satisfactory for a gentleman from Kent. So I would say number 1 German brand would have to be Lange.
Yeah, Lange has a long established brand history for quality.
Another
and they
brand
really
is Armstrong.
Strong, yeah. I agree with that.
Now they make some very expensive watches.
Oh, they do. Yeah.
You know, they and I'm going to name another brand, one other brand that I really do like, which is cheaper. Meistersinger. That's kind of a
I've heard of them.
mid-tier. I don't mind that. They got that one, the one hand watch. Very interesting. I'll be back in 1 minute. Just give me a minute. I'll be back.
What about Zen? I think Zen would be a good.
Well, but Zen though has they use a lot of ETA movement.
That's okay though.
Well, it used to be. See, here's the thing. Did you know, like 12 years ago, they were still using the Lemonia movements, and then they changed it over to ETA.
Huh.
Yeah,
The,
they were.
I mean,
Yeah, it was just like
because Zen has a few models that I would totally wear, like the
Yeah.
U1, but and I think if you buy an older one, like that's been kept well, that there's less of a chance of it being a Franken watch and having been, had parts swapped out or parts not being original on it. And if somebody's, had it serviced on schedule and stuff. But they're again like Archie says, they're mid tier watches.
Here was the cool thing about Lemonia. Lemonia, they produced movements for the top elite. They produced them for Patek Philippe. Archie knows this. Breguet, all them. Okay, here's the thing, and they produced a lot of movements for other watch manufacturers over the years, and they had Lemonia hands. What makes them superior to the movements of ETA and other movements for third-party use is that they use high-quality components that meet a high standard of such as like in-house, and that's how good a lot of the Lemonia movements have been over the years. And Porsche Design, when they were, I think, either teamed up with IWC or anyways, they were using a few of IWC's house movements, and they were also too producing their own movements for some of those chronographs they made in the 70s and 80s. An example of that was the watch that Tom Cruise wore in the original Top Gun film, and it had a Lemonia 5100 in it, and the movement was superior to the 7750. It was because the movement, both movements being third party. For some reason, more people aspire to the Lemonia 5100 chronograph movement because they said it had a better system in it for static and all those things. That's why a lot of other manufacturers use it. Today, the Lemonia 5100 in most of these other third-party movement watches, if you look at like the price, they usually in most of these watches.
Hi guys. So I'm going to have a little bit of a treat. Some KFC. The fucking details, so you can go and fix this
And
fucking
these
abortion of
were
a
incredible.
fucking customer service fucking disaster. That's right. Email me if you're at Glasshütte. Fucking email me and I'll give you the goss. I'll give you the details. So my good friend Kesterwitz, he fought like a bitch. He said, I think this should be covered. No, sir. No. Glasshütte, you are a bunch of fucking assholes. In the end, he said, okay, let's just service it. He got the watch back. And what did he do? He dumped it. Dumped the fucking thing like a bitch on a date. He pumped and dumped. Like a lady boy. He fucked the shit out of it.
I
and then
did
he
go
dumped
into a
the
lady
fucking
boy
thing.
bar once.
And that's the whole thing.
Because I just wanted to see
Customer
what it was
service
like.
was so
Cost
bad.
about 2,000 baht. There was nothing nasty or vicious. Quite well mannered. Chance to feel the breasts. Wanted to see what it was like.
So in reality, that's what the difference is, and Archie knows what I'm talking about. But the Lemonia 5100 is superior to the 7750, and that's been discovered many times over for third-party movements.
Okay. Having only owned sports Rolexes, I know they're one of the few watches, along with like mid tier and upper level Seikos. Like the Orange Monster, the Turtle, the Samurai. You can pretty much drop them on the ground and, not really have to worry about it, right?
Hey, I want to say
You know,
something else to you
Rolex,
too. Another super chat. I got another super chat. RSLB 2023, $5 for real. I got a Rolex 12661LB after seeing Archie called the gold sub ducks nuts.
I think
Now, guys, I need to also do an ice cream review. I'm going to pick a flavor. Patel Philippe, $5. Terry, do you consider the Rolex Explorer to be the Bond watch?
Yes, I do, because in the original Ian Fleming book,
he also drove a Bentley.
He drove a Bentley. He did. You are correct, sir.
And it
Yes,
was
he
the
did.
Locomotive. It was called the Locomotive.
Yes, he drove a Bentley, and he wore an Explorer. That's correct. So I think it's possible with this new character fate of Bond, they might go back to doing that, and do it in that way instead of the different way. But that was the whole idea of Ian Fleming.
Super chat. Terry Patel Philippe, $5. Terry, do you feel Mike the Snake should get a Rolex 41? Or maybe get a better watch for a British gent like a Seamaster 300 wave dial? Yes, no, maybe.
I think for Mike, he should stay with the Submariner 41, because the Submariner 41 is the one that would probably suit him better.
I'm going to go and get some ice cream. I'm going to do a
the Submariner 41
for Nelson.
Mike should stay with, so the Submariner 41.
Yeah,
However,
I agree. I think 10 knows I don't like the Seamaster 300 at all. I like their heritage model that doesn't have the escapement valve on the weird other side, but I don't like the regular Seamaster James Bond version or not. I don't like their hands. I don't like their bezel. I don't like their bracelet. I just don't like the Seamaster 300. Sorry.
The idea is to, when you buy a dive watch or a tool watch, and this is something that a lot of people don't ever usually keep in mind, but when you buy an everyday piece, a man buys an everyday piece like the Explorer 2, the Submariner, the Seamaster, any of that. When you buy a watch, DMT watch, whatever it is, a tool watch, right? It's a watch you look at, you wear every single day, right? Okay. There's no doubt in anybody's mind Rolex first pops into their head because they have tested their watches, their movements, and they are a testament of a good quality product. The same thing with Omega, okay? But here's the thing. That idea is that one watch you buy for the next 30 years or 40 years, you don't buy another watch for 30 years, whatever. You just have that one, and that's your only watch. You have it serviced regularly and all that. You get what I'm saying. So in 30 years' time, if you've had that watch serviced, 7 times or whatever, but you only have it serviced once every 6 years or whatever, and it's insured to keep more, accurate time, just like the day it was bought new and everything, then that tells you right there that is worth your investment in a piece.
Okay, guys, I got to do an ice cream review. This is for a good friend of mine who has paid me big bucks to do an ice cream review. Now, guys, to prove that this ice cream I am reviewing is not, this review is not fudged with, all the ice creams have been hermetically sealed for freshness and favor. This segment is sponsored by Singapore Airlines, who have provided this spoon. So this here is Häagen-Dazs. Häagen-Dazs salted caramel. I'm going to try this flavor and let you know. Now, it's a very gooey consistency. Let's just try the flavor. Fuck, that's good. That is very premium ice cream. Look at that.
Hey, Mom. We ought to go up and get some ice cream, girl.
Ice cream. Out of 10, I would have to say this is a very thick ice cream. It's not airy fairy because it's a premium squeeze. Do you like Haagen-Dazs, Mike? Mike. Roy. Haagen-Dazs. What do you think of Haagen-Dazs, Roy?
The Haagen-Dazs is all right. It's not bad for a premium ice cream.
What's
It
better?
wouldn't be my first choice. I like
What's
a lot of
better?
Ben & Jerry's stuff more.
Ben & Jerry's is a bit alternative. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
They
and
were
like
raising money for the Camilla
they have
Fund. Did you know that?
Yeah, so like if you're ever in San Francisco again, Ghirardelli's, they have ice cream shops, but they're actually just a chocolate company, but they do have ice cream. Whoever
They're
does
what?
their ice cream for them was good. Ghirardelli's, they're a chocolate company, but in San Francisco, because that's where they're from, they have some ice cream places. And
I
whoever
love
does the ice cream
Ghirardelli's.
for
They're
them-
premium chocolate. You know that?
Yeah, and whoever does their ice cream at their ice cream shops is really good.
So I'm just going to give you a rating here.
Archie, I'll talk to you later. We're going to pop out to the city for ice cream, okay? I'll talk to you later. That puts us in the mood for
Later.
ice cream.
There we go. That's the salted caramel. Now I'm going to try another one.
Bye.
Two flavors.
Cheerio. Have a good evening. Farewell.
See you later. This here is Haagen-Dazs cookie dough. We all like cookie. Do you like cookie dough? Again, for this test, hermetically sealed, so there's no corruption in this test. Just trying a little bit. It's very good, Mikey.
Is that Dryers or
Haagen-Dazs?
Oh, Haagen-Dazs. That's good ice cream. Yeah, for sure. What's
It's
the
premium,
flavor?
Mike. What do you think?
What flavor?
This is cookie dough.
You know, the only thing I don't like about cookie dough is like the kind of when you bite into
Cookie
the
dough chip.
the sugar's kind of crunchy.
It's tricky for them to make cookie to go in like candies and ice cream because they can't use egg. So they have to try and compromise in a way. So it's not easy for them.
Yeah, but it's a constant though. It seems to be kind of like that's the way people expect cookies and cream to be or whatever. You know, the cookie dough part has to have that gritty, sugary kind of doughy part to it.
So
Whereas
here's the question, Mike: if you're going to buy ice cream from the store, are you getting Tillamook?
am I getting what?
Tillamook?
No. I buy Ben and Jerry's.
Okay.
I've got a favorite flavor that I'm just totally stuck on, and so
What flavor is that?
it's called chocolate fudge brownie.
Yeah, it's very rich, but
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of that, Mike. I find it a bit too chocolatey.
Well,
No, that's like my wife's flavor.
there's no such thing as too chocolatey for me, and most of Ben and Jerry's flavors are too convoluted for me. It's like chocolate covered macadamia nuts swirled in chocolate and then double dipped in almond bits with a caramel swirl in banana ice cream. You're just like, what? And most of the flavors are too much like that. There are some good ones though.
They have a lot of the classic ones. You just have to have
Chubby
a little more of an eye.
Hubby's really good. The one with the pretzels, and their peanut butter cup is really good as well.
Yeah.
But their
If
chocolate
you
fudge
have-
brownie is the one that does it for me.
Mike, if you haven't tried any of Tillamook's stuff, if you see a flavor from them that looks good, they're out of Oregon, so close by.
Oh yeah, they sell Tillman's at the store. I might try them out. Sure.
Yeah. They're not, you know, I wouldn't consider them a premium brand like Haagen-Dazs and Ben and Jerry's, but they're definitely a lot closer to that than like Dryers or Breyers or something.
Okay, well they might be cheaper. That would be a good thing because fuck, Ben and Jerry's is like, might as well
Yeah.
go. If I quit Ben and Jerry's, I could probably take up smoking again, and there wouldn't be any difference, you know. It's like $7, $8 a pint, you know.
No, they're pretty crazy. That's for sure.
Like eating
and-
ice cream is much better for you than smoking. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, no, that's kind of how I figure it. Even as a diabetic, it's like I still have to have my couple of bites of real sugar, and that's just me. I don't know. I know it's irrational, but
We got a super chat. RSLB 2023, $20. Hey Arch, on a more serious note, what are your genuine thoughts and opinions about the Vacheron Overseas Perpetual Calendar Ultra Thin in Blue? Fucking sexy. I tell you what, I love the Patrimony series. Oh, Overseas. Sorry. I still love it. I
Vacheron.
love the Patrimony, but I love the Overseas. Amazing. Amazing. I'll give you a great diet tip, guys. You know, a diet tip, Mike?
Sure. Let's hear it, man. I'm down.
Instead of using I used to use a fucking kitchen ladle as a spoon.
Yeah,
Right?
that's a good one. It actually works.
I'm fucking sick of. I had enough. I'm sick of my hands are cold.
Yeah, and eating more slowly and stopping before you're like sated. You know, like, oh, I can't eat another bite. That's how I used to eat meals. You know, and sometimes I'd go to bed feeling like I ate. You know, I overfilled, and if you
I gotta put
you
this ice cream back. I had enough, Mike. I had enough. I'm actually
Yeah.
full. I had enough.
stop early, Arch, stop early, and you'll feel better, and you'll live longer.
My pants came down. I'll be back.
Archie's the only dude I know who can make a fucking living walking around in his fucking underwear. Everybody else gone?
Why are you adding yourself again, Terry? I don't understand.
Because I'm losing reception.
Okay, we got.
I'm losing reception.
Because that's what Terry does. That's why he's doing it. Did I just see Mark? I was laughing. Did I just hallucinate and see Mark?
Why are you adding yourself again, Terry? I don't understand.
Because I'm losing reception.
Okay, we got.
I'm losing reception.
Mark, jump on.
Dazzles Beezles.
Fuck!
Oh! Whoa.
Oh, here we go. There's the Overseas. Now, here's the question with this one. Do you do a white metal or do you do it in the rose gold? Because that dial really pops, in my opinion, on the rose. And I'm not a big rose gold guy.
Those have been the best finished watches I've encountered. Okay, Archie Luxury live stream. If that's really Archie Luxury, I salute you, my man. I know you're on the other side of the world and you're getting up early to watch that. What else is going on here? We got.
Hey,
we go.
everybody. It's time to upvote. Woo! Look, I can even do it. Watch. There. It was that easy. All I needed to do is to upvote. That's all you need to do. It doesn't even take a wiggle of your finger or even just a wiggle of one of my teeth here to upvote. Just do it.
Go fuck yourself, little piece of shit. Enjoy your life. No, don't enjoy your life. Go masturbate. Fuck you.
Hello, I'm ArchieLuxury and welcome to the program. Today I'd like to introduce a new service, ArchieLuxury's fashion advice for a fee. That's right, for $10 US, ArchieLuxury, fashion advice for a fee. A new service to fans of the ArchieLuxury channel. I wear it as a dress. See, it's a man dress, see? Because it's long enough.
Hey guys, look at this. We got
Hello.
JD. How is JD?
Wait a sec. My shit messed up. There we go. Wait a sec. There we go. I just wanted to do that. There we go. That's
Oh,
amazing.
that's
Isn't it?
fantastic. It's tracking you
There we
there.
go.
Just
it's hot
quickly, I
here.
want to say this quickly. Have a look at this. Absolutely. Look at that. That's the Vacheron Overseas. Vacheron Constantine Overseas Perpetual. What do I think of it? Fucking gorgeous. Fucking gorgeous. This is so cute. Perpetual calendar. Ultra thin. Blue dial. Fuck. Yes. Go for it. It's better than that fucking stupid fucking 56. Okay, JD, fill us in.
Hi.
Where are you? What are you doing?
I
What's
got
happening?
nothing. I'm down the park. It's bloody 38 degrees in Sydney.
By the
Heat
way,
wave
did you get the
time.
money I
Doesn't look
sent
it.
you? Yes or no? The money,
I'll
the money,
check.
the money.
I'll check. I haven't checked yet, but I'll
Oh,
let you know.
fuck,
I'm sure you
fuck.
did. I'm sure you did, and it wasn't in Argentinian pesos. I'm sure you're a good man, and I'm sure you're good for it. But I'll check immediately after this and send you a
To me, you
WhatsApp.
got your money. I want to make sure
Yeah.
you got your
I
money,
will
man.
make sure and let you know immediately. I
Man,
appreciate
I
that. You didn't
put a
have
lot
to
of
do
effort
it.
in there.
I know, that's all good. It's all good.
That was expensive.
Yeah,
But
well, the
you
thing
reckon it
is,
was worth it? Can I ask you that? Was
no,
it worth
of course
it?
it wasn't. Of course it wasn't. And it was only again that I'd seen it run for a number of years from a photographic standpoint, had to
You
like
must
her, it was
admit.
worth doing, but it's definitely not worth it. I wouldn't do it
No, but
again.
it was amazing. Don't you think? Like that was
Yeah, but
amazing.
I've been to ones locally that are far cheaper and had far more interesting cars. The one that they had at that White Bay power station, as an example, I think it was $25 to get in. That had the Countach, 89 Countach and the Pantera and stacks of Lambos and Ferraris. That was way better. I mean, I guess it's like anything. You don't see that level of cars that you did at the Cockatoo Island event every day. I mean, they're super high end.
no.
When you're talking about a 67 Miura, Bugatti Veyrons, that type of thing, you don't see regularly in Australia. It's different in Europe and different in North America, but here you just don't see it. So for that sort of thing, yeah, I get it. But the irony is, most of the people that were there probably got free passes to get in. You know what I mean? Like the people who have shitloads of money didn't pay to go there. You know, I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact. So
You had to
it's
pay
kind
for
of,
it. You're out of your own money.
yeah, but that's fine. That's
But the
that's
only
totally
problem,
fine.
the only thing is, because it was so expensive, you didn't have many people there. But did it?
Not well. It probably would have. Again, it was over 3 days.
No,
So
but
that
I
was
got to
over
tell you
1
something.
day.
There was a similar. Let me tell you something, JD. I love cars. You know, I
Oh, I do know
really.
that.
But when I was in Vegas, opposite the Wynn Hotel was actually on the golf course. There was a concourse there as well on the golf course,
Right.
and it was fucking $250 US.
Yeah.
And I got to be totally honest with you. I mean, I don't know what fucking planet they're on.
Yeah, I know. Look, it's every
What?
now and
How
again.
hot? I
It's
mean,
fine.
seriously, that is a lot of fun. I don't want to buy the cars. I just
I
want to look
know.
at them. You know what I mean or not?
And
I
I,
mean,
yeah, and did I tell you there was a VIP section that I got into by accident
yeah.
that I tried to get back in later. I didn't realize there was like a, they put a rope out there and cordon it off, and I thought, oh, that's a bit weird. I'll just go in there and have a look anywhere, and that's where they had the Jacob and Co. set up and
Oh,
the
that was the
Piaget set
what's the
up.
big deal? It's just stuff for
I
sale.
know. It's just the irony is they're just selling shit like anywhere, and you're paying to see shit that they want to sell to you, which is very ironic. And I tried to go. I went in there initially, had some stuff to eat, and they didn't check my pass wasn't high enough to technically get in there, and I attempted to go in there again. And they said, "Stop me, sorry, sir, you're not allowed in here. You have to have a blue pass or above, which is the equivalent of having to pass for the 3 days, which is $1,000 minimum. Unless you spent that, you're not allowed in the section where you get sold Jacob
Go
and
get
Co.
fucked.
The
Go get
Piaget
fucked.
stuff.
Go
Yeah,
get
so
fucked.
I thought, yeah, I'm done with this. It's not my world. Not my world. But no, it was worth doing once, but once only. I
Does it
won't
have
do
a
it
money
again
back
next year.
guarantee? Because you should claim it.
Well, that's what I tried to do, and I sent her an email just asking for an invoice for it, but she
Yeah.
hasn't responded. I'll follow it up, but it's
They're all
an odd
fucking dodgy
thing.
cunts. They're all dodgy
I'd say,
fucking cunts.
I'd say so. But there's like
They
ones
didn't pay
coming up
any
that are
tax.
free.
These are the
No.
super rich. They don't.
No. And then there was a pass above that, which was a
Actually,
super yacht,
between you
which
and me,
takes you there, which is
you
even,
gave me is more than enough. Okay.
yeah.
Because
But
all I do is I don't claim the full amount. I claim the amount that I paid you.
yeah, great.
That's
At
the
least
best
you get
deduction for me
something out of
because
it.
I think it was. I'll be honest with you, I don't mind putting in a bit of money because it was so expensive.
Yeah, thank you for
And
that. I really appreciate it. It's a shame that, we didn't, you look at it and go, fuck, no one's super chats are
no, but
just
you don't
so
look at the
marginal at the
business doesn't
moment,
work like this. The business doesn't
No,
work like that. It has
no.
other swings and
Yeah,
roundabouts.
I
You know
know,
what I mean?
but it's not ideal. But anyway, we'll
We got a
keep doing
super
what we're
chat from
doing.
Patel, Philippe, $2. AC3, thoughts on the pen I sent you on WhatsApp? Let's have a look at this pen here. Just having a look. You probably don't want me to. Oh, it's a Glasshütte original pen. Yes.
Jeez.
Glasshütte original watch pen, brand new, $90. Yes.
Might send you a free one after your letter.
That's, yeah, not bad. Tan the man. And Mike, the mistake, $2. JD, quick wristwatch check,
Oh, that's
please.
nice.
What
We
are
were
you wearing
talking
today?
earlier. I'm wearing the Explorer too because the
I'm wearing my
mistake mentioned
Breguet.
it.
I'm wearing my Breguet. Hey, JD, I wanted to ask you something.
Oh.
Did you when I came and saw you, was I wearing I think I was wearing the JLC, wasn't I?
You're wearing the
gold.
JLC, and didn't you pick up the Explorer too?
Yes,
another
that's
time?
right. I did. Did
Yeah.
you like the JLC I had on, the gold JLC? It's an impressive watch.
Yeah, it's substantial for sure. It's definitely substantial.
It's the sort of thing that
impressive.
someone who pays $1,000 to go to a concourse would wear, isn't it?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's probably
but
right.
you know what, JD, that's the same thing. When I was in Vegas, they wanted fucking $250 US to go to a car show on the golf course. That's like similar. I thought,
Yeah.
fuck, 250? You're joking, aren't you?
Yeah, and you're expecting a bit for that. Like I was like led to
Was the
believe
food
that. Well, it wasn't. Look, they had nice stuff, but it was more high-end canapé stuff. It wasn't like I thought it would be the equivalent of a sit down and proper restaurant meal at lunchtime. You know what I mean? But it was just like finger food,
it was
but
still
high
good,
ends. But
was there enough
still
food
very
for you?
good.
Were you hungry?
You would have been disappointed. You
There wasn't
definitely would
enough.
have been. Yeah, you're a volume man. And I was like, oh, this isn't that great. It was fine, but
Were people bitching about it there? They're saying,
nah,
fuck.
they don't care. That's just like those sort of people. It's like, yeah, do this in the morning and something else in the afternoon. They got their they live in a different world. But worth doing once. That's fine. That's all good.
No,
It's all good.
I greatly agree with you.
Yeah,
Tell me,
and there's-
JD, I really do love your segment when you come on and go to Cove Shop.
Yeah, he enjoys it. He had a
I
few.
tell you, Ronnie would do
unfortunately,
the same. Vintage Watch Co would do the same for you
Yeah,
too.
they probably would. It's interesting there because I've gone into Vintage Watch Co and just multiple times. I don't think once has anybody asked me, "Can I help you?" I must look like a bum or something going in there, but they've never ever said, "Can I help you with anything?" So that's fine. But definitely, Cove's always he loves it. It was a bit busy yesterday, unfortunately. That's why I
No,
couldn't get on
that was
earlier. You had a lot of
fantastic. That was
people in the store.
fantastic. Man,
And I
that was
didn't, it's a bit,
JD.
I don't want
JD,
to disturb his business.
that was fantastic having you on the stream. I really
Yeah,
do,
no
man. I
problem.
want to, JD.
Anytime.
I tell you honestly, I really would like to have you more on the stream. Like this footage here is amazing.
Yeah, no problem. It
I
comes
like to
down to
have
with
chats
Cove,
with
it's
you, and I'm
just
happy. You
the
know,
amount
if
of
you go to
stock that he
events, I'm
has.
happy to chip in some money too to help
Oh,
pay for the
thank you.
events because
I've got
we
one
would
coming up
never
that's
have gone
free.
to that. That was so amazing. I tell you honestly, like even me, if I was in Sydney, I would say no. It's too expensive.
Yeah, even I'd
Yeah.
feel the same way if somebody wanted to pay 100% of that as well. I'd feel weird about it because it is expensive. But there's one coming up in a couple of weeks and it's free. It's at Randwick, which I'll go to. It'll be on a Sunday morning, which I'll do in
Yeah.
2 weeks' time. That's fine. I'll do that. Again, it's free.
Man,
So
I
that'll
got
be
to
cool.
tell you, it's an absolute honor having you on. I really
Yeah,
do
it's no
like
problem.
talking
I
to
enjoy
you.
doing it. I enjoy
By
doing
the
the
way,
Cove stuff too. Again, once he
JD.
gets some more stock in, that's the problem. He hasn't got much
Yeah,
stock
no,
in at
the
the
market
moment.
is a bit flat at the moment there. Look,
Yeah.
so going to a 2-hour stream too. The business is not as great as it used to be, and
Yeah.
you know, I've had to adjust the business because you know, things aren't great, and I just want to. I really want to say to you, you know, things. It's a changing time, but I
Yeah.
love it.
It's
I
that.
love the watches. I will say this: I'm a huge enthusiastic collector. I really do love the watches. And what are you buying? By the way, I'm getting rid of the IWC now that I got the box replaced by
Got the box
IWC.
sorted out. That
I'm
was
going to
good
sell
stuff.
it off, and I'm also going to sell the Seiko off. Okay.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I
That's
kind
fair
of
enough.
bought them. The thing that went wrong was, even though they're 40 mil, they're not Rolex 40 mil. You know, Rolex
Yeah.
40 mil seems
I
to be
hear.
bigger. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I felt they were a bit small. So I am going to pump and dump them. I am dumping the babies. I'm dumping
Yeah,
them.
that's all right. That's okay. I was just
I'm going to
thinking
be dumping
too,
them. I'm going to be
you
dumping them.
mentioned next watches and whatnot. And Mike the Mistake, I was chatting with him in the chat earlier. He mentioned the 40mm Explorer 2 Polar might be something I might look at. Maybe the next one. I don't know. I haven't bought anything that's been not sort of a newish model. So if I go back to a 40mm Polar, so 2008, that sort of vintage would be all right for one of those. What do I
Yeah,
need to look for?
I love the 42. I love the 42 better. Like even on your wrist, that looks perfect because it's not the watch that I don't like. I like the new clasps.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
You know?
ask you about because I haven't really experienced it. I like the idea of maybe having a smaller dial smaller case for the white dial because.
Oh, you're thinking about getting one yourself. You get a 40 mil one.
Just thinking about like what would the next one be, but I think you're right in the sense of the newer ones are pretty much the same price on the secondary to older 40 mil. There's not that much of a disparity.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You know, and I like the idea of the new clasp
JD,
and stuff.
I love my collection. I really do love it. What I want to add, seriously, what I want to add is I would love to add a beautiful a steel Breguet if I can.
Oh, fuck, haven't you got enough?
No, 4. I love being a Breguet man!
4.
And what do you think? Do you think I was wrong in what I said in the Glasshütte video?
No, you have to do what you have to do.
Well, what do you think? Do you think they were cunts or you don't think they were cunts?
Well, I'm more of a passive I
know.
probably wouldn't. I just move on with my life. It's not.
But
that
would you
big a
be?
deal.
You see why I'm a
But
bit
it's
pissed off
good.
about it?
Yeah, particularly for Kessler. It's not like he's a.
Come on, you've had a few fucking warranty claims with say Grand Seiko.
Yeah, I did, but they were fortunately within warranty periods, so I didn't really.
Yeah, well, statutory
a
law. I'm
problem.
just explaining this to a few people tomorrow with my Bosch
Right.
my Bosch washing machine and my ADT fire alarm. Statutory law in Queensland does not have a statutory limit by your pathetic fucking warranty. Believe you me,
Okay, so it's not it's not a value that it's so there's warranty outside of.
No, the statutory law says how long would you feasibly expect the thing to last?
Okay. Isn't that subject to interpretation? How does that work?
Yeah, let's take it to court. I'll bring my lawyer, you bring your lawyer. Let's fight it out, fuckface!
You can fly Clovers over.
I know, the best thing is too, I can't have a lawyer. You represent yourself. But the good news is, guess what?
What's that?
They can't sue you for costs if they win.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, fuck them. I do it all the time. Now, guys, I'm going to be... Oh, look at that world time I had, man. Those were the days. I am going to be wrapping up this baby soon, guys. It's very, very great to have everybody on. We had a great compact show. Fuck, that world time makes me homesick. Let's go and thank our people. CB, Patel Philippe, RSLB 2023, Patel Philippe, RSLB 2023, Patel Philippe, and Mike the Mistake, Mike the Milkshake. There we go, Mike the Milkshake. Guys, that is the show for today. I want to thank you, JD, for coming on, man. I'm always here to help you, man. You are a great guy. You actually are the main reason I continue with YouTube.
Oh, God,
you
that's a lot
told
of
me
pressure.
when you had your cancer treatment, you used to watch the show. You inspired me.
I did.
I actually spent a lot of time yesterday with Jerry. Jerry's got brain cancer. And we had a cigar yesterday. I had some cigars with Jerry. Yeah, I want to spend a bit of time with him because he doesn't have long. I organized a trip. He's got some super release.
Melbourne?
He got super release.
Oh,
so
good.
he's... And I said, okay, they wanted me to organize. I put them up. I booked the Rialto for them to go to.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's nice.
fucking oath it is.
Bad.
So I didn't pay for it. They paid for it, but I told them where I did the bookings for them. Guys, I gotta go. I love you. I will be back tomorrow. Guys,
See you guys.
it is great to see you there. Thank you so much for coming.
No
Thank you
problem.
for supporting the show, and we will be back tomorrow, guys. See you later.
Toodles.
Archie Luxury jumps on a Boeing jet, leaves behind a family, no regrets. He's got a birthday, I'm your old Shanghai. Eyes are on Mrs. Lai, the reason why. While in Brisbane, the tears roll strong. Chinese whispers called him to Hong Kong. Pack up your bags and off you go. Leave behind the begging for the Luxy show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Archie's chasing dreams in the mystic land. Mrs. Lai brings coffee to his hand. Family's calls echo on the phone. He's miles away, lost, but he's not alone. In old Shenzhen's glow, he likes to stray. With Mrs. Lai, they bonk till the light of day. Pack up your bags and off you go. He's not showing up to New York Watch Show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Though the tears roll down in Brisbane town, Archie's 3-inch dick flops all around. Celebrations in the neon night, forgetting home, he's chasing new Asian delight. Pack up your bags and off you go. Leave the begging for the beach ball show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Weeks later, Archie leaves his playground. Comes back home, he's Brisbane bound. Comes up with stories that he's going bust. Has to fool the punters to gain their trust. Pack up your bags and off you go. Leave the begging for the beach ball show. Archie flies where the dragons soar. To romance Mrs. Lion till his balls are sore. Archie spent the punter's money, he's in a fix. Spins a story that he can't eat bricks. All the lonely simps believe his scam. Grab all their cash, shove it in his hand. Pack up your bags and off you go. He didn't bother with the New York watch show. Archie flies where the dragons soar. To romance Mrs. Lion till his balls are sore. Comes on streams, he cries poor again. His mate 10 gives him $5 grand, maybe 10. Archie thinks he's a big swing dick, cause the punters fall for his gypsy shtick. Pack up your bags and off you go. Didn't bother with the New York watch show. Archie flies where the dragons soar. To romance Mrs. Lion till his balls are sore.